Good afternoon. Breaking news just in. Manchester United has made a shocking move in the transfer market. Juninho, the Italian sensation, is set to join the Red Devils after hijacking a €83 million deal with the German team Bayer Leverkusen. In a dramatic turn of events, Manchester United has beaten out competition from Real Madrid, securing the Italian prodigy's signature. Juninho has signed a 6-year deal with the Red Devils, securing his future at the club. The Italian super talent will pocket a jaw-dropping €350,000 per week, making him one of the highest-paid players in the Premier League.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Theatre of Dreams, where history is about to be written. It's a warm summer night here in Manchester, and the stage is set for a spectacle like no other. Tonight, under the floodlights of Old Trafford, we witness the dawn of a new era. But amidst all the anticipation, there's one name on everyone's lips tonight: Juninho. The Italian prodigy, the jewel in Manchester United's crown, is set to make his Premier League debut. Signed for a massive fee, he arrives with the weight of expectation and the aspirations of countless fans squarely upon him.
At the start of the match, it was clear to see who was the dominant team. With a nice long ball from Garnacho to Dalot, who then played the Chelsea players thin with a 1-2 combination with Juninho, Diogo looked up and saw Rasmus in the box. With a great first touch and finish, Rasmus put Man United ahead. But then, for some reason, the referee decided to give Chelsea a free kick, something that infuriated Rasmus. However, Man United still had the upper hand, and Rasmus was cooking the Chelsea defenders. It was only Diogo Costa that could keep Chelsea alive. But after a handball, United were awarded a penalty, and Bruno stepped up to take it. It was a great chance to go into halftime with a lead, but Diogo Costa saved it. In the 47th minute of the first half, Chelsea had their first chance. It was a counterattack from the right side of the pitch, but it never turned into anything particularly dangerous. From the start of the second half, De Jong got a very promising chance, but Diogo Costa kept Chelsea in the game once again. Nothing more really happened in the second half, and therefore the match ended 0-0 in a disappointing draw. The stage is set for one of football's greatest spectacles, the Champions League. For Juninho, it's more than just a tournament. It's a chance at redemption, a moment to prove his worth on the biggest stage of them all. But the road ahead is fraught with challenges. Manchester United finds themselves in the group of death, pitted against giants of the game: Paris Saint-Germain, Borussia Dortmund, and the dark horse, Aberdeen FC. Man United gets off to a good start after a 3-0 win in Aberdeen. In match number 2, De Jong secured 1 point at home against Borussia Dortmund. In match number 3, it was Rasmus that secured 1 point at home, but against Paris Saint-Germain. But in Paris, it was Juninho who scored the winning goal. In Aberdeen, there was a goal show. Juninho and Man United smashed Aberdeen 6-0 at their own ground. In the final game of the group, Juninho scored another game winner. This meant that Manchester United finished top of the group with a total of 14 points. However, the Carabao Cup didn't bring joyous moments, as Erling Haaland's 2 goals knocked Juninho and Manchester United out in the quarterfinals. In the Premier League, things appeared challenging as well. At the halfway point of the season, Manchester United found themselves in 4th place with 12 points to Chelsea at 1st place. But in the Champions League, Juninho and United were on fire. In the round of 16, Juninho and Man United knocked out Juventus after a 2-1 aggregate win. In the quarterfinal, they secured their advancement by defeating FC Barcelona with an impressive 5-2 aggregate win. In the semifinal, Juninho and Manchester United got their revenge, clinching a 4-3 aggregate win over their local rivals, Manchester City. This win not only showed how strong they were and how determined they can be, but it also proved they're the top dogs in the heated rivalry. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned in the Premier League. Juninho and Manchester United came in 2nd place, falling short by 5 points behind the champions, Chelsea. Despite the setback, they still had the FA Cup and Champions League finals ahead to save their season.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand stage of football. Today, we're live with the FA Cup final. First up, we've got Liverpool FC. They were here last year, and they're here to win it again. But on the other side, we've got Manchester United, the Red Devils themselves. They've tasted success many times before, and they're here to prove they've still got what it takes to be champions.
In the opening stages of the match, Juninho and Man United dominated everything. But it was in the 18th minute when Juninho tricked Konate with a body feint and outran the entire Liverpool defense and slotted it past Kobel to put United 1-0 ahead. Midway through the first half, Anthony Taylor was sent to the screen to check a possible penalty after a handball from Trent. The penalty was a golden opportunity for Juninho and Manchester United. They just needed Anthony Taylor to point at the spot, and he did. Juninho makes it 2-0 at Wembley. After 47 minutes, Juninho had already got his hat trick. Let's just say Juninho had fun. The Italian winger made Trent look like a junior player who was playing his first senior game. And 3 minutes later, he had also scored 4 goals. I mean, in the second half, things went a little too fast for Liverpool. Juninho scored his goal number 5, and Garnacho ended it all with a banger to make it 6-0. What a game it was. Manchester United absolutely smashed Liverpool 6-0 in the FA Cup final. Juninho were on fire. United were attacking relentlessly and leaving Liverpool scrambling to keep up. It's a huge win for Juninho and United, showing everyone just how strong they are. With this win, United now have only the Champions League final against Real Madrid left.
And here we are again, back at Wembley for the most anticipated match of the year, the Champions League final between Manchester United and Real Madrid. Both teams are coming into this game with some serious momentum. Manchester United just clinched the FA Cup last week, and Real Madrid, on the other hand, are flying high after winning La Liga. Both teams have been playing some beautiful football, and they're hungry for more success. Now let's talk about what everyone's been waiting for. Juninho versus Mbappe. The 25-year-old Italian sensation is going into this game with 45 goals and 17 assists across all tournaments. His ability to find the back of the net and set up his teammates is truly impressive, especially considering his age. Mbappe, on the other hand, at 31, he's still unstoppable. With 53 goals and 6 assists across all tournaments, I'm just glad it's not me defending against him.
Early in the match, the first chance came. It was an attack from Juninho on the right side, who crossed it to Højlund, who headed just wide. Just minutes later, Rasmus easily ran past the Madrid captain Matthijs de Ligt. But luckily for Madrid, Lucas Chevalier made a brilliant save. In the 27th minute, Mbappe had his first chance of the game, but Andre Onana said not today. At the start of the second half, Madrid had a counterattack, but Cambuala made a great tackle to stop it. This then set off a United counterattack with Garnacho running down the right side. As Garnacho cuts inside, he finds Bruno, who passes it to Juninho. The Madrid keeper Chevalier has no chance to save it, and Juninho puts United ahead 1-0 in a surprisingly one-sided game. But after Juninho's opening goal, the Kings of Madrid woke up. They had one gigantic chance after another. In the 93rd minute, Chevalier makes a crazy throw to Valverde, who flicks it on to Mbappe, who turns and sends a perfectly weighted through ball to Bellingham. But then Onana pulls off an out-of-this-world save to save Juninho and United to go into extra time. I mean, these pictures speaks for itself. And it's all over. Manchester United beats Real Madrid 1-0 after a goal from Juninho. United wins the Champions League trophy for the first time in 22 years. This win was an important victory to mark United's return to top European football. But it was also an important victory for Juninho's legacy, who might be a strong contender for next year's Ballon d'Or. All in all, Juninho grew his rating from an 88 all the way to a 92. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. 100 likes and I'll make Juninho's first World Cup.